Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick with Mission FX here. Wanted to come at you guys here with a quick video going over GJ. So this GJ trade I called yesterday to the sell somewhere in here. Price broke the trend and cracked. It never broke the trend and cracked, so we never had a good entry. But now prices run up here and shown divergence with an Elliott wave pattern on a smaller time frame. So I went ahead and took a sell. I'm in a sell right now, and I may enter another order here in a second. That's a scalp trade. Based on literally what's happening right now. Like, so you guys have seen me do the videos where we go back into market history and we, I show you the five-way pattern of divergence. This is happening live right now. I'm going to show you guys the position that I may even take right here while I'm recording this video on my MT4 terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. I start on the minute 15 because it's easiest to see. Okay, but I'm going to show you how this pattern works. So the first thing I get asked a lot is like, where do you start? You start anywhere where there's a range, anywhere where the market sort of goes sideways, anywhere where the market like this, like maybe the peaks are like that, just anywhere where the market was chopping. You can see we had with the market going up right here, it chops right here, it chops here, it chops sideways here, then it starts going up. So this is how I started this range. It was on this lower time frame. Okay, we're on the minute 15 now. I'm going to go to the minute 5 to see if we can see this a little bit better. Looks a little bit more clear in the minute 5. So we just had these two highs form right here, and we had price chop slowly upwards, broke out of this channel, came back and tested it before moving up. If this was not the test right here, this was the test right here before the market continued. So pretty much the market got above and held above this range after testing it. So if we're looking at this in terms of Elliott waves, this is our range right here. This is our break and retest, which is 1 and 2. Where the market pull up here to wave 3 before chopping around. It comes back here to wave 4, and then we had the market come up here to wave 5. You can consider this wave 5. It didn't go much further past these. I like it to go substantially further, but wave 5 begins right here, here, and here. So let's just say we'll put it right in here. Now, whenever you think of Elliott waves, think of it as just a pattern of the swing of the market. It doesn't have to be one beautiful peak here, one clear peak here, one here, here, and here. It doesn't have to be like that. Just consider the market makes a move, comes back and tests, then it makes another move and plays around before pulling back a little bit, and then it makes a final move up with divergence before falling. So that being said, I may enter this trade while I'm explaining this to you guys because we got it right here. But let me show you what happened here. So we had our range here. See, you can clearly see the market's going sideways. We're not really going up or down in here in the big grand scheme of things. We're moving sideways. The market was finally able to get outside of this range, tested before holding and continuing up. This range and our break and retest is 1 and 2. Now we had another move up, waves 3 and 4. The market moved up before it sort of chopped around in here, made a little pullback before we went up to the next level. Okay, so this is wave 5. Now also at wave 5, remember we trade divergence at wave 5. If we're looking for divergence, we're going to connect these peaks that look like a V right here. You can connect all of them if you want, but you only really need 2 to reference. And we're going to connect the same peaks on our RSI window. Okay, this peak is the same as this peak right here, this high. And we had the market come down, make a higher high right here, which is also on our RSI window right here, our lower high. So that being said, this is divergent. The peaks are going upwards on our main chart, but downwards on our RSI window. So this is the first thing that happened, was we saw divergence right there. So you can sell a divergence just down to the previous highs or even the previous support resistance levels with a 1-to-1 risk reward. So you could have sold this right here. I missed this trade because I was sleeping. It's like 7:30 a.m. here. I've been watching this since 6:30. So I missed this trade right here, but the cool thing is that we can still take a trade based off if the market cracks its trend and retests. Okay, so here is what I was looking at whenever this happened. I'm going to pull it up. I was looking at it on my phone because I was on a walk this morning. Before I came out here. So, where's that? I'm trying to find it. I'm looking at my phone right now. I was in the minute 15, so let me see if we can find it here. It looks like my data is a little bit different than what's here. I guess what's this, FXCM? Yeah, FXCM. So I guess this data is a little bit different than my broker. But what happened on my brokerage account is I had these peaks going upwards right here. I'm going to take the RSI off. Yeah, okay, no, this looks clear. Okay. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it for a second. But essentially, we had the market go in an uptrend right here. And then it cracked that uptrend and it came up and it was testing it right here. Also, something else to look at if we start connecting these highs, we see where the market's stalling out at. We can sort of connect these highs for a new potential downtrend. Okay, now this doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's usually a typical sign, like it'll crack that trend and then continue downwards. So going back to candles, we can see a lot of wicks in here. Also, another thing to note, the price is also at a psychological level, any round number. So 148.00 is a psych level, 147.5 is a psych level, 147.0 is a psych level down here. So we're at a psych level right here. So let me just draw that out so we can see that on the chart right here at the 148 level. Okay, hold on. So like right about here. So this is a psych level, so we had wicks right there at that psych level. So that being said, we've had the market make a 5-wave Elliott pattern up. We've had the market make the divergence that we were talking about right here. Okay, I think we looked at that on the minute 5, but still the same thing on the minute 15. It's still divergent as well. We have these peaks going down, these peaks going up. Then we've had the market come down here, crack this little uptrend, and then it's testing it right now. So if we start seeing wicks right here, we can enter this trade for another sell. Like I said, I'm already in a sell right now, but we can enter this trade right here as a scalp. So I'm going to sell for like a swing sell based on that bigger analysis on the H4, H1 that I did yesterday. And I'm selling all the way to 145.00. So nice, 250 pip move at least, maybe like 280 or whatever it is. But so right here, we're seeing rejection right here at the lower side of this. So how we set our take profit is you just go back to where the uptrend started and then you draw your fib out. So I'm going to show you that right now. Like I said, guys, this is all in the previous videos. It's just the same thing over and over and over. So this was the lowest point of our trend where we had this impulse in 5 waves. So we're going to start right here at this low and we're going to go all the way to the high. Okay, so there's our high right there at the top. We're just going to go, we're looking for the 50% area to take our profits at. So whenever we're looking for this area, we just draw in this line. I always take my profits a little bit above it just to be safe, because sometimes it'll come down here really fast and wick that area before going up. So I'm going to take it, in fact, here at these previous lows. So that is going to be my take profit area, just a tad bit above that 50%. I'm going to remove this to clear the chart up a little bit, and I'm also going to remove the Elliott wave thing so we can see this better. So now we have price rejecting this level. So I'm going to do, let me put this in on my phone here real quick. Hold on, because I am trading on my phone right now. So let me just put this in. We're going to do one standard lot right here. And what's this take profit area? 147 point, let's do 25, 147.25. So for stop loss, let's see what we're going to do for stop loss. So if we're entering right here, this is going to be our trade. If our target is going to be down here, that is a 50, let's do a 56, 57 pip target or so. So let's look at where our stop is going to go, okay? Okay, I'm having trouble seeing where this is. Great, it's not going to show. Okay, let's go to the higher time frame, see if it'll show. Okay, now we're going to lower this. We don't want to get stopped out on a good move. So let's do, let's see where that is. Is that just above these peaks? We want it essentially just above those peaks, but we don't want to get stopped out on a wick or anything like that. So you know what? This right here looks pretty good to me. Yeah, let me go back down to the lower time frame so we can see this better. So we've entered this trade, very tight stop of 25 pips compared to almost like a 57, 60 pip take profit target area. So right here is going to be my entry. So let me put my stop in. Let me put this trade in on my phone. Looks like our stop is going to be 148.08. So let me put that in real quick. So 148.08. I'm going to click sell. Alright, so my order is open. I sold GJ at 147.83 is what I got executed at. And so this is either going to go up and quickly stop us out, which will be cool. We do not want to be in this trade if it cracks this level and starts coming up here. So we don't want to be in that trade just above the previous stop. We're expecting this to drop right here. If the market even comes right here, I don't really want to be in the trade. If the market all tests up here again and starts playing around, I don't really want to be in it. But we'll know for sure if it cracks this level. So like I said, 25 pip take profit. If we're right, this should go directly into profit. So you're straight down into profit. Okay, so yeah, I just sold that. Let me manage this order right here just to make sure that we're getting everything down. Put this in, make sure that everything's good. When I'm on that higher time frame sell, we'll go in on that. I'll show you guys that here in a second. So we're going to do 147.25. Yep. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. Looks like 0.08. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. So this type of trade is going to work out maybe like 80% of the time. I'd say 70 to 80% of the time. It works out regularly as long as you're doing your analysis right. And I know some of you guys have trouble with the Elliott waves or have trouble with the divergence or this and that. The only thing I recommend is just make sure you're going over the videos. Make sure that you're watching all those videos so that this pattern it'll become like muscle memory once you do it enough. Let me move this to reflect my actual order. I got in at 8.3 is what I got executed at with my broker. So I'm going to move that right there. So this is an accurate representation of my entry. So this is my entry for this. This will hit like a good take profit down here. If it hits, that'll be $560 for my account, or $570 just about, maybe $560 after the commission. And then if I lose, it'll be just a $250 loss. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the 25 pip loss. Let's go for this. So now we're going to go over the bigger time frame trade. Remember I said yesterday, I said that we were going to look to sell somewhere in here because this is the level. So I've taken off all that stuff. I have this screenshot posted in here in the Telegram group. If you guys want to go look at it, just go to that Telegram group, the Mission FX public Telegram group. But right in here was where I said if we crack this area and we start headed downwards, I think it was this trend line actually. If we crack this trend line, or no, I had a bigger time frame trend line drew up. If we crack it and retest it, then we'll look to sell. So that never happened, so I never took a sell. Price came up here instead to this psychological level and started playing around and started getting divergence and showed this lower time frame Elliott wave pattern. So with that taken into account, we're also retesting previous lows in here, which is good. These were the lows we were initially looking at, but these were the lows that were even better. So now we have this little lower time frame pattern. We're combining it with this analysis, showing that, okay, now we've got this bigger level that we're looking at here. We've also have an Elliott wave pattern. Here's the low. We have our break and retest of this little downtrend. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've had our fifth wave up here. And also we have that lower time frame divergence. So just a few things kind of adding up in here. Very tight stop. My stop for this trade, let me see the bigger time frame trade. I'll draw in the little levels here so you guys can see. Let me pull it's on my phone right now, so let me just pull it up here real quick. So it looks like my entry was 147.78. So let's put that in. We'll just do the little thing right here. 147.78. Let's find that area. Okay, so right about there. My stop loss, let me see, was 148.1. So let me put that in, 148.1. And I called this trade here in the Telegram group this morning. Today is June 6, 2018. It's about 7:30 a.m. I called this at 6 a.m. And then my take profit was 145 flat. So 145.0. Let's find it here. And this should continue down to the previous lows, but this is just a very safe take profit. The reason I chose this area, it's a flat number, flat round number, and also it's this previous little area where price has been playing around before. So like I said, I expect it to fully come all the way down to here or even here for like a big pullback because we're having a lot of rejection. This is a downtrend on the higher time frames. We're headed downward, so this is a good spot to sell for multiple reasons. So we'll either hit this profit target or or we'll get us stopped out with a small loss. So risk to reward ratio, check that out, 8.5 just about. We're going for 277 pips and we're risking 32.8, 33, just about. So very good risk reward. That's just, those are the kind of risk rewards you get if you just wait for the proper stuff to happen. So if this stops out, I'm more than happy to take a 32 pip loss, knowing I was risking such a small amount to go for 277. I mean, if this hits take profit, I mean, this is almost $3,000 if you're just using a standard lot. If you're using, a bigger position size, like 2 lots, 3 lots. I know some of you guys have bigger accounts than me. I'm only trading with 19K right now in my personal account. So with that, I don't really use more than a standard lot, sometimes 2 standard lots if I'm scalping with a very tight stop loss, just because I don't want to risk a lot of capital. So that being said, even, I mean, say you're using 2 standard lots, my God, this is close to like a $6,000 trade. Maybe more like, you know, 5,500 after maybe your commission swap fees if we hold this for a couple days. But still a solid setup. So this is the trade I'm in right now, and in combination with it, I'm also in this trade as well. Both of these are use 1 standard lot, risking a very, very small percentage of the account, literally like, you know, 200, 300 bucks for these trades to go for more. So it looks like this is working out too right now after it just entered. I'm in looks like 6 pips of profit or so, so we'll see. Let's see where we entered. So you can see this really well in the minute 5. Did I go to the minute 5 when I was showing you guys this? This is so much more clear. So we had our little uptrend right here. We had the market show this divergence in here. And like I said, we knew this was at wave 5. So these peaks are headed downwards. These peaks are headed upwards. And then we had the market break through this area, come up and retest it with rejection before starting to fall. And now we're having another bear candle close right here. So it looks like we're up, you know, to the 7.4 from the 8.2, 6, 7, 8, 9 pips or so, you know, whatever it is. But so yeah, I'm thinking this should continue to take profit. Maybe it'll come up and tap this trend line again or this previous level again before falling. But either way, it's looking good. And if it doesn't work out, it will be a very, very small loss compared to, you know, our 1 to 2 risk reward. So that is this trade taken in front of you guys right here. So you guys, I hope it helps when you can kind of see this happen live. It really, you know, helps out a lot more and explains a lot of things. And then, you know, if this hits stop loss, I'll post it in the group. If this hits take profit, I'll post it here in the Telegram as well, so that you guys can see sort of the aftermath of what happened. So really, really good setup, really good stuff. It's here a New York session on a Wednesday. Beautiful day here in downtown Fort Worth, Texas, where I live. It's nice and sunny. Went on a walk this morning, went and got coffee while I was checking out this trade, these charts. I'm going to continue looking at other charts, and hopefully we can get a few more setups this week. So it's good stuff. We still have AUD Canadian dollar and AUD CHF open, I believe. Let me check just to make sure. Or it's USD CHF and Australian dollar Canadian dollar. We still have those two trades open. AUD Canadian dollar is about 20 pips in profit. USD CHF is still sort of at break even, plus minus like 5 pips here and there. So, but yeah, everything's looking good so far. USD JPY got stopped out last night with a 46 pip loss. GBP USD, as soon as I called to close the trade yesterday in profit, I got executed about 35 pips of profit. Some of you guys probably closed with more profit. You know, if you relate to the signal and you sort of missed the signal, then you could have closed it with 40 or 45 pips of profit. That ended up going and hitting the 80 pip take profit. But with the price action, I was concerned that it was going to drop back lower again. So I just made the decision to just secure some profits and then look to re-enter on a low. As soon as we closed the trade, it literally went up and hit the profit target. So yeah, but like I said, no real losses here. If these current swing trades we have open hit take profit, that'll give us just over a 400 pip week if it happens this week. So yeah, everything's looking good. We're in more profits on this trade. Yeah, I'm expecting it just to crack this level, maybe play around here or here before just tanking a lot lower than this profit target. But this is very, very, very modest. We're just taking 50% of this previous move after seeing, you know, the divergence and the crack of the trend and the retest. It's just a lot of bearish momentum. So you're putting everything together, maybe combining it with stuff like a psych level, combining Elliott wave analysis. You're just putting everything together to get the big picture so that you can take these great trades. So yeah, right now on my MT4 terminal, it's telling me that I'm up 9 pips, so I'm up 90 bucks just on this position alone, as well as the other position I open. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope this helped. Like I said, if you have any questions, message me on Telegram, message me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is you want. Just shoot me a message if you have any questions. I'll help you out. Even if you're not a client, you know, I don't care. I'll usually help out. I'm not going to go into like in-depth one-on-one videos if you're not a client, but I'll help you out. You know, don't worry. If you have a question, just message me. I'll do the best I can, you know, to give you a good response and get back to you as soon as I can. I love meeting new people. Love working with you guys. Trading's fun if you trade with a fun group. I'll be opening up more spots for Mission FX next week. We had all of them closed for this week. It's Wednesday right now, so open them in maybe like 5 days, maybe on this coming Monday, as long as everyone's set up in my group. So right now I'm at 12 pips of profit, 120 bucks. So yeah, let's see if this works out, guys. I will see you guys later in the Telegram chat. Yeah, I'll post what happens. So I'll see you guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye.